America is the best country in the world. I know it's fashionable to criticize and dump on America these days, but honestly, America is the best country in the world, and those who think otherwise do so from a place of ignorance. They're just ignorant. They just don't know about America, or they don't know about the rest of the world, and they follow whatever everyone else tells them to say or think. But this truly is the best country in the world. I am an immigrant to the United States. I moved to the United States a few years ago, and I can tell you that this is by far the best country. I've had the pleasure of living in other countries, other great countries, I must say, but none of them compared to the United States. So in this video, I'm gonna go over the 10 reasons why America is the best country in the world, period. What is going on, everyone? Chris Vincelli here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel that discusses personal development, finances, and everyday life experiences. And like I said in my intro, I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna dive into the 10 reasons why America is the best country in the world. And the number one reason is because of its size. It is just huge. America is enormous. And because of that, there are just so many places in which you can live in, places to visit, areas that you can go to and check out. There's literally something for everyone in America. And that's because of its size. It's huge, it's enormous, it's a really big country. Depending on how you measure its landmass, the United States is either the third or fourth largest country in the world. And because of its size, there's just so much to see and do in America. This country has deserts, it's got mountains, it's got the tropics, the Arctic, it's got the Great Plains, it's got lakes and rivers and forests. No matter what your preferences are, it's got a spot for you. There are just so many places to see, so many things to do. America's got big cosmopolitan and metropolitan cities. It's got smaller cities, it's got towns, it's got rural areas, it's got complete wilderness, it's got everything. So one of the things that makes America the best country in the world is its size and the number of things that you can see and do here. Other countries like Australia and Canada and Russia might be just as big or even bigger, but I don't think those countries deliver the same amount of diversity in climate and geography and areas in which you can live in. Speaking of things to do, the second reason why America is the greatest country in the world is that there are so many things to do in this country. There's literally an unlimited supply of things that you can check out, of places that you can visit. You know, if you like city life, you can live or visit big cities like New York or LA, Miami, Chicago, San Francisco, Houston, Dallas. The list goes on. On the flip side, you know, if you like Mother Nature, America has countless national parks you can visit, like Yosemite and Yellowstone. America has an incredible wilderness. It's got thousands of mountains and lakes and rivers. If you want to go skiing, America's got some great ski resorts. If you want to go surfing, there are some great surfing spots as well. If you prefer the beach, America's got great beaches. And of course, if you want hiking, America's got some of the best hiking trails in the world. So there are so many things that you can do in America, and that's just in the wild. That's just in Mother Nature. Then you got things like amusement parks, like Disney and Universal Studios. You also got world-class vacation destinations like Miami and Las Vegas and New York City and Hawaii. There really is a never-ending list of things to do in America, and that's not to say that other countries don't have that, but America has a unique combination of things to do that I think is unparalleled. Now, the third thing that makes America the greatest country in the world is that it's a relatively safe country. First of all, and thankfully, there are no wars being fought here on American soil. Wars tend to happen very far away from America. Yes, America has been attacked on several occasions. America was attacked on 9/11. America was also attacked in the attack on Pearl Harbor back on December 7th, 1941. But aside from those two attacks on home soil, there hasn't really been a war fought here since the Civil War, and that's back in the 1860s. So America is a very safe country in that regard. On top of that, America's crime rate is actually pretty low, especially when compared to other countries. I know, the media likes to sensationalize things and make you think that we live in some dangerous apocalyptic time where we got bullets flying everywhere, but that's simply not the case. Take a look at this chart of countries and their respective crime rates. America's crime rate is comparable to that of France and Ireland's. And in fact, it's even lower than that of Sweden's. So yes, in the grand scheme of things, America is a very safe country to live in. There are areas in America in which crime is more of a problem, is more of a serious issue, but in general, In any given neighborhood, America is a very safe place to be in. And America is a very safe country to live in. Okay, and the fourth thing that makes America the greatest country is the opportunity. There are so many different career paths that you can take in America. Literally every single industry on this planet is based here in the United States. From tech to oil and gas, to mining, to financial services, to the entertainment industry, to travel and hospitality, to real estate, to farming and agriculture. And so whether you want to start a career in the United States, starting your own business or working for a company in those industries, you can pretty much do whatever you want and there's everything available to you. There's almost no reason why you shouldn't feel fulfilled in the job or career that you have. You have everything here. You can choose whatever profession you want to work in. And whether you see yourself as a mid-level manager or climbing the corporate ladder and becoming a VP or C-suite level executive, there's every single position available to you in pretty much every single industry in the world. So America is the land of opportunity. There's so much opportunity here in this country. You get paid well, you got great career and job prospects. It's incredible. And look, in America, you're not guaranteed anything except for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But if you work hard, you study what you're good at, and you apply yourself, you can really make it big in this country. And yes, there are plenty of degenerates here, but sometimes even degenerates end up making a life for themselves as well. The fifth thing that makes America the greatest is that it's a country where it's really easy to get around in. America is a very, very well-connected country. From east to west and from north to south, it is really easy to get around in the United States. Whether you want to get around by car or by plane or even by train sometimes, it's just easy to go from one place to the next. Look, I've done road trips between the east and west coast of the United States, and getting on the highway and just going to my final destination was just so easy. America has an incredible network of highways. The interstate highway network in the United States is unparalleled. It is huge. Pretty much all major cities in the United States are connected by some sort of highway. All major cities are connected with each other. And even when you're within the cities, you have a great transportation network, whether it be by highways, roads, subways, you name it, whatever. America is a very well-connected country. And that's not always the case elsewhere. As I spoke about in a previous video, even a well-developed country like Canada is not as well connected. On top of that, the airline and aviation industry in the United States is huge, and flying between different cities is very easy. There are numerous different airlines in the United States offering thousands upon thousands upon thousands of flights per day between big cities and small towns all across America. So yeah, not only does America have a great road and highway network, but its airline industry has also traditionally been very strong, connecting pretty much every major city and even small cities and towns by air. Okay, so before diving into the sixth thing that makes America the best, I just want to let you know that whether you've seen my content before or if this is the first time you're viewing one of my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I come out with other great and similar content. And if you're liking the video so far, go ahead and smash that like button. It really helps me out, guys. YouTube likes it when people like my videos. So go ahead and smash that like button. Oh yeah, and I'm also on Instagram, so feel free to follow me there as well. All right, so the sixth thing that makes America the best is its people. Americans are actually really, really nice people, very warm. Wherever I go, whenever I meet new people, whether I'm traveling or if I'm just out and about here in Miami, whenever I meet people always want to hear my story, know where I'm from, what I do, what brought me to where I'm living now. And they're just very, very warm and kind in general. That's not the case when I lived in Canada. People around the world in different countries are just not always that warm. So Americans are awesome. They're a ton of fun to be with. They're great to hang around. And they're just very, very warm in general. On top of that, Americans are super diverse. There's people here from all walks of life, each with their own unique story. So it makes Americans very, very interesting people to get to know and to learn from. And the seventh thing that makes America the greatest is what it means to be a part of America. You see, America is an idea, and to be American is to be a part of that idea. When America was founded back in the 1700s, it was a novel idea. Most countries at the time identified with a certain ethnicity, and that is not the case here in America. America was founded based upon a set of ideas. And so when you're a part of it, you're really part of something that is enormous, that is huge, something that's bigger and more important than one's racial or cultural heritage or one's language or religion. It's a country that can bring people from all around the world and have them come together and do the best they can regardless of where they come from. And that differs significantly from countries in other parts of the world. You know, to give you an example, if I were to move and immigrate to Japan, I think that no matter how well I learn the language, it'll be really hard for me to be considered fully Japanese. In fact, I don't think that would ever happen. I don't think that anyone in Japan would ever consider me fully Japanese. And that's just because Japan was based upon Japanese culture. That's the same thing with most countries in Europe, like France and Spain, Portugal, Germany, Italy, England. You know, these are all countries based upon a certain ethnicity. That is not the case here in America. America allows you to be an American simply by adopting and living by a set of ideas. Okay, and the eighth thing that makes America the greatest is it's the land of plenty. I mean, there's something for everyone here. In fact, there's lots of it. America has a lot. It just has a lot of stuff. It's got a lot of money. It's got a lot of food, for better or for worse. It's got a lot of nature. It's got a lot of city life. It's got a lot of jobs. It's got a lot of everything. You know, it really is a land of plenty. So whatever you're looking for, you're probably end up finding a lot of it here in the United States. Okay, the ninth thing that makes America the best is ingenuity. Americans are ingenious. They are innovative. And they've invented so many different things, from the iPhone to the light bulb to the airplane to the skyscraper to sliced bread, and even the internet. Americans are innovators, they are problem solvers, and they get things done. Just get out of their way and they'll do something, they'll solve something. And again, I'm not saying that other countries don't do the same. If you look at the history of countries in Western Europe, a lot of these Western European countries like Italy and Germany and the UK and France have also given birth to plenty of other inventions too. But America has this mindset where people just want to get things done. They want to solve problems and make life easier and better for the rest of us. And finally, the 10th and probably the most important thing that makes America the best country in the world is its freedom. It's the level of freedom that we all have here living in the United States. In America, you can do what you want, you can say what you think, you can believe whatever you want to believe, and no one can tell you otherwise. And it's really that belief in doing what you want to do that has helped this country become the most economically prosperous country on the face of the earth. America is the world's economic superpower. It is also arguably the world's cultural superpower. And that's all because of the freedoms that we all have here in America. You can pursue whatever dream you might have, and no one's going to stop you, so long as you don't hurt anybody. By the way, what do you guys think? Do you believe that America is the greatest country in the world? If so, let me know why in the comment section below. And if you happen to disagree, I would love to hear what you think. Please let me know in the comment section below. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the United States is the only country that has these 10 things. But what I am saying is that the United States has the best combination of these 10 things, and that's what makes it the best country, the greatest country in the world. I know that countries like Canada and New Zealand and Australia are very safe countries, maybe even safer than the United States. And I also know that there's a lot of opportunity in places like China. But America really sits at the intersection of opportunity, freedom, and peace. And none of these countries really have that unique combination. And like I said, guys, whether you've seen my content before or if this is the first time you're viewing one of my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I come out with other great and similar content. And guys, look, let's be honest, I make great content. So subscribe, keep checking me out. I'm going to be coming out with other great videos as well, so you don't want to miss out. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and smash that like button. YouTube really likes it when people like my videos. It supports me a lot. So guys, please like my videos. And finally, you can join me on Instagram. I'm there as well. Thanks everyone. Talk to you soon.